Hello, everybody. Well, I just finished a little supper, went up to Wally World, and stocked up a little bit more on my truck. They had to put me in a different truck because they couldn't get mine fixed. I'd done been here 2 days. Well, in the trucking business, when you're sitting still, when them tires are cold, you ain't making no money. So for the past 2 days, I ain't hit a lick of a snake. I told them today, I said, if you got a truck for me to get in, I need to get going. I got to get out of here. I don't know if this old headset is doing me any good or not. I hope the volume is good on it. But they got me in another truck. The first one was a wreck. I mean, it was a wreck on the inside. They hadn't had a chance to clean it up. This one was nice and clean and smelled good. I tell you what, I about wore myself out trying to get enough of my stuff in here to do me for a week and a half, or ever how long it's going to take them, because they're thinking it's in the wiring harness. Uh, I had multiple problems with that truck, and with these modern trucks, we have to run what they call DEF, diesel exhaust fuel, right? That a truck doesn't smoke with DEF. And underneath the passenger door over there, there's a big old burner, and that's something going to get up to about 1,200 degrees, and it has caused trucks to burn to the ground before when it was what we call regenning. Mine was burning a quarter of a tank of DEF per quarter tank of diesel, and that's about 10 times too much. It should only burn maybe 1 gallon of DEF for 50 gallons of fuel, and mine was just dumping it in there. So they put me in another truck. I'm going to finish my 34-hour restart out, and I'm going to leave here about 5 in the morning and go to uh, Fort Worth, Texas. I got a 9 o'clock Monday morning appointment in Fort Worth. Well, I wished I had the money. There is a hat shop in Fort Worth, Texas that I've been to before. American Hat Company hat shop. That gray cowboy hat I wear all the time, that's where it come from several years ago. They got hats in there. It ranged from this fancy phone work of mine. Back in the day when I bought that one, it was about a $400 hat. Well, that's on the cheap side. They got hats in there to go 15, 1800, 2500. It depends on what the felt is made of. If it's beaver belly, mink. The more mink and beaver it has in it, the more water resistant it is. You could dump it in a bucket of water and it snatch it out, shake it off, and it's dry. But that mine old hat over there is it's on the lower end of the thing, So mine will get wet, and it sure has before. It's just look like a floppy rag on my head. It'd be so wet. Me and Dixie gonna get to go to Texas. I'm smoking show you here my lovely little pipe from Israel. And Central Cal Piper David gave me a whole bunch of little baggies like this when I seen him. And this here is Sutler vanilla custard. David, when you see this video, your writing's rough, brother. He must be a very, very intelligent man, because the smarter people are, the worse their handwriting is. Go look at a doctor's. I think he's just below a genius, but I can make it out. And it is very good. That vanilla custard, I believe that's what it is. We'll go with that anyway. I don't know what's in it other than vanilla and custard. David could probably tell you. Israel's very educated on different blends and what's in them and what it takes to make them. And I'm glad that inverter turned off back there. I can tell you if I like it or not. I reckon I done ruined my taste buds with all the dipping tobacco and chewing tobacco and coffee and tea, and it is very good. And I think the room, if my old nose wasn't so stopped up, the room note on it is very pleasant from what I can tell. I've been watching videos about the tobacco company getting bought out. Well, they're going to keep on, and they're going to own every tobacco manufacturer that there is, and they're going to control it. They're going to drive the price through the roof if they control all of it. I think it's, I don't know if they have laws in their country about, one company controlling it all. I know there's a term for that, but right now it escapes me. Like back in the day in the United States, if you're a certain age, you remember the phone company called Ma Bell. I remember when they busted that up and AT&T was formed. Well, now AT&T owns everything. Scandinavian Tobacco Group, yeah, that's them. Scandinavian Tobacco Group. They gonna own it all. One day they will own it all. And when they do, they're gonna run them prices through the roof. It's greed. Pure and simple greed. What are you doing down there? Dixie's standing here looking at me. She's in the floor. She was watching me eat my supper a while ago. I couldn't give her none because it had garlic and onion powder and hot sauce all over everything. Yes, I know, baby. Boy, her tail's running 100 miles an hour down there. I really like this Sutliff vanilla custard. I know Mama would. And I tell you, a tobacco that Mama really likes, her number one, uh, they had to rename it there at the Country Square. It used to be called Old Toby. I'm not sure what it's called now, but it'll always be Old Toby to me. Boy, that's good. I'm really enjoying this pipe, Israel. It is just a very pleasant smoke. Well, I'm going to get off of here. And if y'all can afford it, I would suggest buying up what tobaccos you enjoy and store them. If you can get them in bulk, do so. That's the way I try to buy it, is in bulk. Now, the other day I did buy 2 tins of 7Cs. Now, 7Cs, I got a soft spot for that because that was my first tin tobacco that I bought many years ago. I had 1 tin of 7Cs that I had forgotten about it. My son-in-law, a couple of years ago, he went to Africa. And I gave him a meerschaum pipe to take with him in that tin of 7Cs. Never been opened. When I picked it up, I'm like, hold it. I thought it was empty. I'm like, here, son, take this with you. Well, a bunch of his buddies there, they brought pounds of tobacco. He was like, I was going to send a couple of pounds with him. He's like, they bring in pounds and pounds of tobacco. He was gone about 10 months over in South Africa. And he really enjoys smoking a pipe. He don't know it, but he'll end up with all my pipes and all my pipe tobacco. One day when the old Lord takes me out of this world. Love y'all. Keep the Lord on your mind and prayer on your lips. Me and Dixie's gonna be leaving here about 5 in the morning, headed for Texas. I'm gonna get as far as I can get tomorrow, and that way I can get on. Maybe I can get all the way into the receiver on Sunday if they got parking. I'll have to pull them up on Google Earth. See what the parking situation looks like. Well, I hear you down there, baby. Boy, she ain't liking it being in this new truck. It's a little different for her. Love y'all. Like I say, keep the Lord on your mind, prayer on your lips. It ain't that hard. If an old sinner like me can find Jesus, anybody can. He's just waiting on you. Love y'all.